Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. I think we're just going to call it episodes, Sharon. Another episode of the Women of AI. How are you
Woo,
doing today,
woo.
Sharon?
I'm fine. I'm so pumped. I'm pumped. You know,
We have so much stuff.
yeah, exactly. It's just like it's just running out. So, it's all I can do to not keep posting new things for people to try because, I know it's so hard to believe, but there are people who don't quite like it as much as we do. And
Yep.
that's not even that's a thing for me. How could
Yep.
you not want to use this? I don't understand. And so okay, this is a funny. I know this is an aside. So my husband's looking at his email, which I don't know. He does it maybe 3 times a week, which is unheard of to me. But he makes reservations for us for dinner at Open Table. So he gets this email. Hey, are you going out to dinner tonight? We can make the reservation for you. And my husband, because he's married to me, he's swimming in AI. So I've had him do a few exercises in Chat GPT, and I've shown him my brain and as far as Mid Journey goes, and he's all thrilled with it. But that's it, you know.
Right.
So he says, "Babe, they actually have attached the internet to your favorite thing." It's like, oh my god. So he
I love
says,
it.
well, let's see what we can find for a steak dinner. And he goes out, it finds us the restaurant, it gives us the best menu, it tells us, how many grams of protein, do we need a keto menu? I mean, it was just
Oh my
incredible. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell is any other person not using this going to keep up? Because if it's putting it so that people who make reservations to go out to dinner, I don't even have to guess, well, what restaurants do we have? It just brings you the list, brings you the menu. Well, I need to be vegan. Okay, brings you the what that is and what the protein. I mean, it's just how can you not be excited about this?
Right. And like, I've been thinking, okay, how do I incorporate AI into my regular life? Like, how can I use AI to make my life easier? And I've found some different ways to do that. And then, of course, in our business life, that actually segues into our cool, useful tools that we wanted to talk about, right?
Yes.
So, my cool, useful tool is called Fathom. It is an AI note taker and it is free. We'll link it below. But Sharon and I were just talking about this before we went live. I need it to follow me around all day long. Like, I need it on my phone. I need it to take notes for me all day because I talk about so many things and I can never find anything. So I want to be able to be like, so I'm putting my product in this folder. So then later I can look and it'll tell me where the heck it is. But it is, so you're using it now too, Fathom.
Yes, fathom. I love it.
Uh, I was gonna ask, are you loving it? I love that you can highlight and it rewinds to where the person first started talking. Have you tried that yet?
I have tried that. It's just I don't even know how to say how happy I am with this. You know, um, there's only been a few AI tools that I've tried that I've found were just like, why on earth did anybody waste their time with this?
Yep.
Um, but there are a few out there.
Yep. I've seen a few while I was digging for gold, and that's actually why I asked you if we could start a directory on our blog of the AI tools, because the people who are what are the aggregating, or whatever, the people who are
Curators.
curating, yeah, the people who are curating the tools right now, they're just throwing everything out there. And I want our little directory to be like the cream of the crop.
Yes,
So that's
yes,
why I was telling you that, because yeah, it's like you always are describing it as a water hose to the face, and it really is. It's like you opened the fire hydrant and are
yes,
trying to drink from it.
yes. And and it's nothing. Well, anyway, yes is the answer. Let's just
Yes
go
and
with
yes.
that.
And what is your tool that you wanted to talk about this week? I know you have a cool tool too.
Yes, I'm going to. One moment. Of course, I lost my spot. Here we go. Because it would be just not normal if I didn't. Okay.
Right.
So it's called the DPI converter, where it changes the DPI of an image online, and it is free. So it is terrific in the sense that everybody's now doing art, whether it's in Creative Spark or whether it's Midjourney or whether it's Leonardo. But either way, when you take it off, you need to be able to get it to the point of where you can actually use it. And especially for people who are doing print on demand or people who want to be able to sell prints.
Yes.
You don't want this to be pixelated because you start off with a beautiful picture. So to get it to the DPI that you need it to get it to, this little tool is very simple. It's online. The DPI converter is where you would find it. And you just download your picture and then it changes it. It has a scale from 0, I think, to 12, 12, maybe 1800. Let's see, let's just bring it up. Here's StreamYard. Okay, so present, share screen, window. Here we go. Share. Oh, can you see?
Yep, I added it to the stream.
Oh,
yep.
Okay, great. So you're just going to choose a file. So I have this handy dandy folder here called art. These are the things that I've actually downloaded from ChatGPT. So let's do my little friends here. And so you get an option here and you can do custom. And then this is really good for people who are doing print on demand. So let's say we want to do this at 900. Continue.
And what is I know that we're all talking about upscaling to 300 DPI. What DPI would you recommend for doing print on demand or even like journals and stuff, like something where it's going to get printed? What DPI do people need to upscale it to?
For most print on demand, 600 DPI is the minimum. Anything above that is great, but 600 is definitely the minimum. And I took this one to, I forgot that quick. Let's see, more tools.
I think you said 900.
900. I took this one to 900 because I think this would be such a cute T-shirt. I don't know why I haven't made it a T-shirt yet, but you know,
I love it.
Yeah. But you see how simple that was. You didn't have to think about it. You know, it was very quick. And then boom.
And then when you download it, do you save it as a PNG?
I save it as a PNG, right?
Okay.
I don't save anything in Google Drive because I can't find anything in Google Drive. So
same.
It's just
same.
So
that's awesome though. And you said this is free, right?
And this is free. Yes.
Cool. So that's 2 new tools for your AI toolbox that are free and actually useful. These are not just, oh, we have 1,000 tools on this list. These are 2 amazing tools and they are free.
Right. We are not going to give you any tools that we don't find useful or that we don't have in our own toolbox.
Yeah, I used I think it was called where2ai.com this week to create some pretend travel itineraries. So that was fun. And I've been in a rabbit hole, so we're gonna have some new useful tools for you guys next week too. Speaking of useful, I think that sharing our numbers and our growth as we go along is going to be extremely useful for women who are following along and wanting to start their own businesses. So Sharon is the numbers person, but I do know that we started less than a month ago, right?
We started on March 3rd.
Okay, so we started March 3rd and today is March 27th. So we're 24 days in. We have over 1,200 Facebook group members. And then how many email subscribers did you say we had?
There's 675 subscribers.
That's insane.
We don't force you to actually give us your email address to join the group. So
yes, that's absolutely insane. And I love it. We have about, I think 10, let's see, 3, 6, 9. We have 9 products published right now. And then we have a wait list for our membership. So I'll share my screen real quick and show you our shop.
Okay.
So our Women of AI membership wait list is right here. So when people want to join the wait list, they sign up and we will send them out a message as soon as we launch, which is going to be, within the next week or two. And then we have 9 products. 2 or 3 of these are free. So we've got 75 chat GPT prompts. We've got the AI prompt generator spreadsheet. That has been our most popular product by far so far. People are loving the prompt generator. We've got a sample guide so you can see what you're getting into before you buy the others. We have a guide that's free on how to get better images with your prompts, a Midjourney server, how to create your own server, and then the replay from Welcome to the Women of AI. Today, actually, we're going to be playing around with emojis. So Sharon and I are going to pop some emojis into our Midjourney and see what we get. So if you guys go to shop.thewomenofai.com, this is what you will see. And then if you go to thewomenofai.com/emojis, this is the AI prompt guide. But I will tell you guys, at the risk of shooting ourselves in the foot here from not getting any sales on this today, these guides will be in our membership. So if you know that you're going to be in the membership, like, we're totally okay with you waiting a week to get in and get all this stuff instead of buying it all and then getting in the membership. So all of the products that we have, plus extra in-depth trainings and expert interviews, are coming to the membership very soon. So Sharon, are you ready to go into Midjourney and try out some of these? I'm going to share my screen just to show what we're working with here. This is our emoji. This is in Canva, but it's our emoji guide. So there's tons of different emojis. If you guys didn't know, there's not just the smiley faces. So you can go and you can put in, like, I put in a pig and an umbrella, and look at how freaking cute these little guys are. I love it. It's so cute. So let's go ahead and pick some emojis. I think it's copy-paste-emoji.com or something like that. Let me find it. It's linked in the guide. Okay. So what kind of emojis you pop them into your side, I'll pop them into my side, and we'll show our outputs just so nobody's waiting on generations.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna kind of talk through some of these emojis. We've got aliens, we've got body parts, organs, all kinds of different people. Yeah. Okay. Here, this is what we need: clothing and accessories. So you can, like, put an umbrella, and then maybe it'll be raining. All right. So let's see. I'm going to. Hey, maybe that's how you can get a bathtub. Do the bathtub emoji, Sharon, or a shower.
Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Right. So what we're talking about, you guys, is. Was it shower that wouldn't work?
Yeah, she needed a shower, and the word shower itself is banned.
Yeah,
it's not family friendly, so
crazy. Okay, let's move this. So I'm putting in a surfer person, and then I'm gonna put in an umbrella.
Okay. Go to Discord.
And then you guys can add to it, like, you can add your own prompt to it too. But, like, for me, the whole point of using emojis is so I just don't have to really think. It gives me something, and then from there, I know if I want to use it or not. So I'm looking for blog post images all the time for my blogs. So I'm just going to put in aspect ratio 3:2. If you haven't yet read the blog post, we did write a blog post about aspect ratio on thewomenofai.com. Please be patient. I know it's not the easiest to navigate yet. We're getting a menu up this week. All right, Sharon, which emojis are you using first?
I use the red high heel, and and I'm going to use a red umbrella, and I'm going to see if I can find. Oh, I got a red bikini. Okay. That should be interesting.
I was gonna say, be careful. I put in a bikini emoji and got nakedness. So we'll see.
Is that where the boobies came from?
Yep, it was supposed to be in a swimsuit. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Man.
And some of these emojis work really well and some of them don't. So again, it's just kind of like not having to think so much and starting out with an emoji clears your mind to where you're not having to think of what you should do for a prompt, and then it gives you something and then you realize, okay, I like this, I don't like this, so then you change it from there. Is that a fair explanation,
That's
Sharon?
very, yeah, that's cool. Oh, my. Well, oh. Everything I got is straight out of the Wizard of Oz.
That's a good point though. You can put emojis in and then you can put in like mystical, magical vibe. All right, I'll show mine since mine are up. The last ones I did were people climbing in a mountain and they were unhappy, for an analogy I'm doing for Pips. So that's the last thing I have up here. All right. So you can see here, I put in pants, scarf, gloves, sweater, and a person, and it gave me freaking shoes. What in the world? I guess it's saying, hey, you forgot the shoes. So it gave me some shoes. No idea where the heck it got the shoes from. This one right here is a surfing emoji and an umbrella. The only thing it really matched was the colors. I did a really bad job here. Yeah, clearly. So mine are still generating, but I put in a black superhero emoji of some sort
Oh,
and just that emoji, and that's what's developing right now. Do you want to show us what's
yes, I'll show you mine. StreamYard. Okay, my second one just finished too.
Yay.
StreamYard share. Window.
I'll show mine real quick. This is just one emoji, and all four of these different generations came up. I think that's kind of cool.
I can't see
just
yours. I think mine popped up on the screen.
Perfect.
What can you see?
Nope. I'm going to add yours now. I just have to press add to screen. So there you go. I see yours now.
Yeah. You see that? And
yeah, what is that? Oh, red shoes, right?
Yeah. I put in red shoes, an umbrella, and a red dress.
Well, hey, yours did good. Yours did a good job.
And then this was your suggestion to add mystical, magical world to it.
Oh, I like it.
That is nice.
I like that a lot.
Number 3 is my favorite.
Yeah.
All of these are really nice. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing now. Okay.
All right. This is the black woman dancing and black man dancing emoji, and these are actually really good. Like this up at the top, I feel like this definitely collects the vibe, but like even though this doesn't match what we asked for, it's still amazing. And that's what I mean by using emojis. You never know what you're going to get, so it can tell you though what you want. So like the bottom left, the version of 3, she's holding a light orb. I never would have thought of that, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, now I want to do a woman holding a light orb, right? So this is like one of those creative things where you're not depending on it to give you what you want. Like this one was way off, but look at this. These are nice images of shoes. Maybe that's going to spark my interest and I'm going to be like, oh, I have a shoe blog. Let me make some pictures for my shoe blog, maybe these are going to be journal cover type things. And maybe if you go on, this is a dog and it gave me a cheetah, some lemurs, some toucans, and some porcelain dogs. But maybe that sparks an idea. And this bottom left, the version 3, tells me that I want to do a children's book with animals in the forest now, or the jungle, right? So it's like one of those things where if you're just like, I don't know what to create, or I don't know how to do this. It's just kind of like a mind freeing
It
exercise.
is. It is almost a palate cleansing. And then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're open to whatever it gives you at that point.
Yes, yes. Okay, so that's perfect. The next thing that we were going to talk about is our membership, and then we're going to do a tour of our mid-journey outputs of the week. Oh my gosh.
Mine
That's
is really freaky.
Oh my gosh. This week is every week I feel like is going to be crazy. So, let's briefly chat about the
I'm
Women of
ready.
AI membership though, because we've been getting so many questions about this. And you guys, as I said, we're sharing our numbers with you as we're growing. We just launched this 24 days ago. This is imperfect action in action.
It
Okay.
is. It is.
It's
It is. So I'm excited about inviting expert speakers in. Um, something weird happened with the extension for Chat GPT. So at some point they started charging for it. Okay, before, when you first got it, it blew you away with all the stuff that it put on the screen, and all of it was useful. It's just that
Oh,
you
the
didn't
AI
need.
PRM. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. Yep.
sorry,
Okay.
I didn't give it the name,
That's
but
okay.
it was very useful when you got it. You didn't need everything that it gave you, but it was nice that it gave you some starting points. And then
Yep.
you had all of these different emotions you could write under, and all of these types of tones that you could use. And so it was that was in my Microsoft Edge window. And then because I'm crazy that way, I have a Microsoft Edge window, and then I have a Chrome window. In my Chrome window, I had not updated the PRM, and
Hmm.
I was not being charged for that, but I had to pay for the one that was in Edge, and apparently on April 17th, everybody's going to have to pay for it no matter which one you use,
I
you
was
know.
gonna ask because my husband Kevin just upgraded. He was like, this AI PRN thing is not working how it was working before. And I was like, oh yeah, you have to pay for it now. He's like, what? And I was like, just go pay for it and shut up. Like, stop.
Right.
Don't hem and haw over the $20. You've used it so much. You're gonna use it so much. Just go pay it and go make that $20, you know?
But when I opened it, it was so shocking. The screen was clear. I only had two tones to choose from. And then all of a sudden it's who can only write in two tones? It's like
Like, where are all my tools?
it's
Yeah.
like you had no tones before, just whatever you came up with. And
Right.
now all of a sudden you need 20 to choose from.
Well, and I'm watching OpenAI as closely as I can, and it seems like to me, I could be way off. I'm not in this tech-minded stuff, but it seems to me that them launching the plugins that you were talking about, I think that that's going to open it up to someone who puts something like AI PRM on, because they said they'll have their plugins or whatever, but they're also going to have the third party plugins. So
Correct.
either AI PRM specifically, or somebody who can come in and duplicate what AI PRM has created for less money, because right now it's like $20 a month, I think,
Yes.
to do the AI PRM, which is fine. It's worth it. But I just feel like them launching OpenAI doing the third party apps, I feel like there's going to be some competition, and it might be like a race to the bottom on the pricing. Can you
Well,
see that happening?
absolutely. First of all, I just commend him because he started this with Elon Musk, and it's supposed to once it was going to be nonprofit, and then Elon decided he wanted to be in charge, and he said
Did they
no. So
really but did they really believe that it's going to be a nonprofit with Elon Musk involved? Like, did they really
well,
think it would stay that way?
he did, but then Elon left because he wasn't able to be in charge, and I'm very glad because based
Yeah.
on some of his past actions, which we won't
Yeah, we're
even get
glad.
into,
We're
I'm just
glad.
happy. I'm just happy that he
Yeah.
said no. But he
Yeah.
decided not to take a salary, even though
Yeah.
he's got
That's
one of the
amazing.
best. Oh my gosh. But anyway, he stuck by that. And even taking on Microsoft as a partner, he made sure that a percentage of the company still remained a nonprofit and that it still remained open so that new and upcoming ideas had a place to thrive. And so for
I
that,
love
he
it.
gets major kudos from me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I've been watching interviews with him off and
Mhm.
on for the past, at least 2 weeks now. And one of the things that I realize is whenever you listen to really smart people talk, I don't know if this is everybody, but just in my experience, they talk at a different like cadence almost.
Yes.
Like they're so freaking smart. It's like leaps and bounds to where my mind can't even comprehend their intelligence. And they have like this cadence about them. And I'm just addicted to listening to everything that he says.
Yeah, it's like there's a burst and then there's a couple drips and then there's a burst and then there's a couple drips. But you get it, and the fact that he's remained humble and that his goal is to actually just uplift everyone, you just
Yeah.
are so endeared to him because let's face it, if we're willing to pay what at this point, if you've used it for more than 7 days, you are willing to pay whatever they ask for
Yeah.
because you have saved so much in time and you
Yeah, I
can't buy
just
time.
right. That's the one thing you can't buy. I literally just did a video yesterday using Rank IQ and Chat GPT, and I showed the whole process of writing a blog post. It was obviously a first draft and needed some work, but it was 30 minutes with me explaining it, with me putting in the keywords from Rank IQ. Like Rank IQ does all of the work for you for the keyword research, and then
Yep.
Chat GPT 4 is writing the post, and it's like having a group of assistants that aren't costing you a fortune, and you're able to put so much more out. Like on my whiteboard, I have one, two, three, four. I have 8 different businesses I have to create content for. And I'm not even stressed out about that because I'm like, oh, Chatty's got my back. Like I don't even worry about it. Right.
Right.
So
They've
that's
made
I love it.
ChatGPT has made Rank IQ a lot more fun. I've always loved Rank
Yes.
IQ. It is like
Yes.
the best ever. But they have to write the post and then put it in their optimizer and then check out the words to make sure you had enough of their
Yep.
ranking words in your post. And then you just put all the words in Chatty and it's done. And then you fact check it, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I literally copied and pasted a list and I was like, hey, add some stuff to this post, incorporate these keywords. And it did. And I got an A in Rank IQ as a first draft, which is
Wow.
absolutely beautiful. I didn't touch it and it got an A minus with very minimal anything. So yeah, this is changing the blogging world, and people who are teaching things like SEO, email marketing, anything in the business sense in our little niche,
Mhm.
um, they've got to embrace AI. They can't fight against it, or they're going to be behind the curve instead of ahead of it.
I have to say, since I have gotten into I have learned more about SEO and I understand more about SEO than I ever did before. The bro dudes just speak a different language. And I'm okay with that, because I recognize that, you know, it's just some things just don't click. That was one of
Yep.
them, you know,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
it's just been so easy for me understanding why things are where they are and how they need to be there and what you don't need. Some of the things I thought I had to have in there before, I now don't have to waste
Um,
time putting them in there.
That is
So,
a really good point. I was listening to, speaking of bro dudes, I was listening to Neil Patel this morning. I still I I think one of my guilty pleasures is listening to a few of the bro dudes. Like I listen to them and I argue with them a lot of the times. But with Neil Patel, his advice is just it's good. Like he knows his stuff, and
yes,
he was talking about like how everyone freaks out about, oh, the Google algorithm, oh, we got to make Google happy, oh, da 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 da. But think about the step before that. Why is Google changing? Because Google is obsessed with user experience.
experience.
So if we stop being so obsessed with what Google wants, because we're never going to know what they actually want, we're never going to understand their algorithm. And as soon as we do, they're going to change it and everything's going to go to crap for some people, right? So, like,
Right.
if you think about it from the perspective of be like Google instead of trying to keep up with Google, and you become obsessed with user experience, you're going to align with Google most of the time. And it's going to be long term. You're always going to come out on top if you're taking care of your people, right? So if you're
Right.
watching this and you're intimidated by AI, intimidated by SEO, any of that, like just remember at the bare minimum, like the simplest form, we're just here to serve. We're just serving
Right.
our people, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And I think that that's so true because, as you said, you're never going to keep up with Google. But one of the things that
No,
this AI explosion has done was Google got caught with their pants down. I mean, they
I
had
love it.
because
I love
and
it.
it was all about ego. They didn't think
Yep.
they needed to work as
Yep.
hard. And so
Yep.
what happens, I mean, Microsoft is getting more search requests now. Bing is getting
Yep.
more search requests than Google at this point. You know, is
I read that their search inquiries or requests or whatever went up by like 25% instantly.
instantly,
Like
and Google went
instantly.
down, and is that like a -1%? I mean, hello. So that's telling you if the large businesses don't pay attention, if you as a small
Yeah.
business choose not to pay attention, you will never catch up. Because
Yeah.
look how, I mean, we started this on March 3rd, and we started on March 3rd, and they were at Chat GPT 3. We are
Yep.
now at Chat GPT 4. So we've gone two versions, and we've gone three versions of Midjourney in less than 30 days.
That's crazy.
How
Like
far?
right, there's so much more. Like the interview I was watching with the OpenAI CEO guy, like he was saying that this is just like basically a breadcrumb of what's to come. Like this is the earliest version of an accessible AI, and that's what I love about it is that it is so accessible.
Yes.
Everyone can use it, and they can use it in the way they need to. They don't have to be prompt engineers, right?
And I think that it was really nice. Grammarly, I think, was the very first introduction the majority of people had
Mhm.
to AI, and it was such
Mhm.
a gentle introduction. Although
Much
people got
different.
upset because of the red, they got tired of seeing their entire blog post underlined red. It was like your English teacher was just correcting you. Well, yeah, fucking
Right?
pay attention then. Excuse me.
Right? No, I quit. I literally quit Grammarly because I was sick of seeing all the colorful stuff. I was like, "Screw you. I know what I'm doing." This it did. It felt like my high school or college professor was just scratching everything out and I'm like, "No, screw you." So, yeah, I gave up on Grammarly, but there are some diehard Grammarly fans. Like they use
Oh,
it for everything.
what I had it. I had the pro version for like 30 days, and I couldn't handle it because at the end of 30 days, they very gently tell you that your tone changed X%. And you wrote in anger this much. I mean, and some people need to know those things. I, on the other hand, don't. Just did I finish the article, please? And
Right.
how many words did I get in? Did I get the
Yeah.
2,000 words? But
Yes. It kept telling me that I wrote in a passive voice, which is hilarious because of how I talk. It's completely opposite. But it kept like tagging me as passive. And I was like, do you want to see aggressive instead? I can write aggressively. Um, okay. So the next thing we need to talk about, besides the membership and the membership being an awesome affiliate opportunity, did we mention that?
no, we didn't, but we should
Okay. Yeah, talk about that real quick. How
because
people who are in our niche and not even the AI niche, but just the digital product niche
that's digital
can be
product.
affiliates for us and it's a golden goose. It's recurring revenue, right?
Right. It pays 50%. And so if you are in email marketing, if you're in any type of affiliate right now, then you need to sign up for our affiliate program. It pays 50%. And as Sadie said, it's going to be recurring income. The membership fee is $25. So that's $12.50 coming to you. And the only thing you have to do is breathe. So imagine you get 100 people signed up under you. You're doing pretty good. And that's a
Yes.
monthly check.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we are in charge of keeping people in the membership, and that obviously benefits us and it benefits them to stay. So, you are going to maybe write a blog post or send an email or both and start incorporating AI into your business and teaching your people about it. Well, it's a next logical step for them to join our membership, and then you can have that income on autopilot every month. So, I'm
Every month.
excited about that.
Right.
And then speaking of the AI and membership and all this stuff, the next thing we're doing is a free AI challenge, and it's going to be very actionable. I can't give you the details yet because it's a big surprise, not because I lost my notes, but it's going to be going to be very action packed. Right. You know how our challenges go. They're always like you're required to do the thing like that's the point is for you to show up and do the thing, not just come and watch us teach and yay, it was fun. Like, no, we show up and we give you an action task every single day of our challenge. So this challenge is absolutely free. Anyone who's on any of our lists will be notified, but the best way to make sure that you get this info is to go to shop.thewomenofai.com, which we'll link below, and sign up for either the waitlist for our membership or one of the free guides, something that gets you on the Women of AI email list, because we know that we have a lot of stuff. So we want to make sure that you're on that specific list. If you have not signed up for that, please do. Our emails will start going out over the next week, so you'll hear from us soon. But the challenge opens April 7th. It's a 3-day challenge, and it's going to be about incorporating AI into your business and taking some action steps to make money with AI.
Great.
Okay, and then Midjourney album tour.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you show yours first.
All right. Please.
Talk us through your craziness of the week.
Yes. Okay. It's here.
And for those of you who are in our Facebook group, we would love to see what your feeds look like. If you want to screenshot, do a video, something like I would love to see what your gallery looks like compared to ours.
Yes, that would be nice. I'm going to share my screen now.
All right.
Don't show this again. All right. Window, Edge, Midjourney profile, share. Okay, can you see?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so it's going to be a little weird today. So I was working on photos for my silo that I'm working on right now is how AI improves your coaching. And so I was trying to find, there's a blog post out there on how AI improves coaching over therapy, and then when it compares it. So I was trying to get, a therapy session, and this thing kept giving me just men. So I had a problem with that. So then this is a woman, this is like my favorite one of all. This woman here is a woman who was walking into, who's afraid to walk into her success.
Oh, that's a big topic. We are definitely going to be digging into more, because there's several VIPs who are feeling that way right now. They're like on the cusp. They launched a Facebook group. Some of them have hundreds of members, and they have a membership planned, and they're scared to launch because they've seen other people's success. Like watching the other people be successful, like it's fun to cheer for them, but whenever it comes to your own success, that's freaking scary.
It can be, but the so what? Somebody decides not to join, so then you go back and you may need to reset, but you may not need to do anything. That person may simply didn't need what you were offering, but until you put it out there, you just don't know, do you?
Yep, it's a lot of mindset, a lot of accountability, a lot of stuff that goes into it that nobody really seems to talk about on the front end and combined it all. Like it seems like every coach I've seen, they talk about one topic because you want to be an expert. If you're the coach, you want to be the expert, right? So they talk about one topic, but we've got to be able to combine those things. And that's actually something we're going to talk about in the future, because we're talking about doing that stuff right now, right?
Right, exactly.
But you got to have a more well-rounded experience. You can't just be listening to one person.
True. And what you said something on Saturday, which was really true. You don't need everyone all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's
I
later.
love the flowers here.
So, yes. So I was trying to lighten up. These are women who were in the same space as the first woman, where they had a fear of success, or they had a fear of failure, which is, the same thing inverted, or they just couldn't identify why they were scared, but they were scared. And so this is what it gave me. And then, these fairy women were, look, it's a group of women talking and thinking outside in a mystical, magical world of fairies. It actually
Oh
gave
my
me fairies.
gosh. Oh my
So,
gosh. I love it.
and
I
so
love it.
this is my favorite of the week.
Oh, pretty. That's what my
So
brain looks like all the time.
I know it's always on, neon flashing. And then I did some pop art, and all of the women, look at their bows.
They're all the same. Oh my gosh.
They're like screaming at the microphone.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh,
then
those are nice.
these are podcast women. And
did you use anything on those on the podcast women? Did you use any what prompt did you use? Because those are wonderful.
Beautiful African American woman sitting at a table doing a podcast, hyper realistic. That's the whole thing. But they came out amazing, didn't they?
Yeah, I love them. Those are awesome. And the flat lays that you've got, little desktop things, those are nice.
And I wanted to show you. Oh, wait. Let's go back to the top and let me hit all. So I knew something was missing. Okay, so here's all the colorings that I've been working on. You could just get tired of working on it and move on to something else.
Yeah.
But these were the coaching sessions that I was trying to get it to work on. But so then I got bored, and then I went into office layouts, So
yeah.
And then these are my neutron girls. Oh, somebody in the group was trying to get a full-figured woman. And so I did a simple one, beautiful full-figure woman in a floor-length evening dress and jewelry with heels. And it gave me exactly what I asked for.
Jeez, that's awesome. Yeah, if you want, I have noticed that a lot of times they just do the head, or from the chest up. So if you're wanting like a full body, then if you describe, you describe the hair and you describe the shoes, then it includes both. And that's really what you're looking for.
So this is when I was, okay, these are all of mine. This is what it gave me about women being fearful walking into the future. All of them are kind of like haunting. But
yeah. But it fits. I know that doesn't really fit with the branding and the message, but it fits personally on the emotional level. Like you said earlier, fear of success and feel of failure, and that's just inverted. But truly, if you look at it, at least in my mind, the fear of success is actually the fear of failure, because I'm not afraid of being successful. What I'm afraid of is that right now I'm here. If I'm successful, I'm here. That means I have this far to fall on my face. If I stay comfortable and I'm not successful, I'm also not having to worry about failure because I'm just flatlining and chilling. It's when you're trying to level up that you get scared that you're going to fail. And that's when you end up being, too scared to be successful. And that is that's exactly what the vibe should be, because if you don't level up and you quit whenever you're at that, crossroads, for lack of a better term, you're just starting over every single time. And aren't you sick of starting over?
Gosh, I would imagine so, because it took you a while to get to where you are right now,
Right.
And now you have to start again.
Yeah, that's hard.
So, and then
I love your feed. I love all of these.
This is when I started the counseling thing. And look, all I got was men. So in a group. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It was. So anyway, that's my brain for this week. It's been kind of busy.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Let's see yours.
Oh gosh. I haven't even looked at mine yet either. So we'll see how this goes. Okay.
Yeah, I saved looking at it now for when we're together. So we can both be surprised.
Okay, so I'm doing an experiment that I haven't told anybody about, but these pictures will make sense if I do. We have a Mexican recipe blog, and the idea was for me to help my friends here in Mexico create a recipe blog. However, just as every other time I want to help my friends here in Mexico, there's about 30 steps instead of 2 that I always think of in my head, right? There's the language barrier, there's the computer barrier, there's the blogging barrier, and it's exhausting to try and bridge such a big gap right now. It is getting better with AI. We've got translators. We've got we can create videos in English and translate them to Spanish, and then they can learn. But it's a big bridge. So what I decided was to turn this blog into an experiment, and it's actually going to be AI created. So AI is writing the posts, AI is creating the images, AI is creating the recipes, and the only human side is, of course, I'm loading it all in, and then I'm showing my friends to make sure that they're accurate recipes. Like they have their own recipes, so they're going to be helping with that part of things. Like this mango salsa, they gave me the recipe, and then I popped it into ChatGPT, and it gave me the instructions. It gave me everything, and so I've got a post that is fish tacos with mango salsa. And I even was able to get a bowl of it in process, and I just put this says mango salsa in a mixing bowl. So it was very easy to do. But I also had some really bad outputs. Let me find the knife skills. Oh, maybe they're not here. Hold on. Let's go to, okay, yeah. So these are the knife skills that AI has displayed. They're literally all going to cut their fingers off.
They are. Oh my God.
And so I put in like carefully cutting, I put in cutting a mango safely, and then it just, I don't even know what they're doing here. That's still not safe, bro. Like not safe at all. So I just kept going, and finally I was able to get a thing of diced mangoes. Now the knife is screwed up here. Like they're not perfect, but this picture, bottom right, is actually fairly accurate. So that's what
you know, the top two you can take into the new Canva and just erase the knives.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, not great with the cutting skills. It did a good job with my slip and slide. I'm making an analogy because one of the VIPs launched something this week, and her path wasn't quite as solid as she thought it was, because her first product is $10 and then her membership is $97 a month, and that's a really big jump. So I'm trying to, I made this to remind people to go back and follow the Pips path and make it like a slip and slide for your people, rather than the tired people climbing the mountain. See how that tied in? So that's that. I did a little bit of Disney stuff for the Disney blog that we have. I did Black Barbie, which I sent you some pictures of. I'm really like enjoying the nostalgic things. So like whenever I was growing up as a kid, this is what all the Barbies looked like, right?
Yes.
So being able to basically go back to your childhood and add in some stuff that, you know, that you see there, I thought that was really cool. I made some chubby Barbies too. Got to represent. She's got 3 legs. No idea why. I don't know. They're like, she's chubby. She needs a stronger foundation. I don't know. So that's that. This was my funniest one of the week. I did some lyrics, and this was from Push It. I have no idea what the hell is going on in any of this. But that's my favorite one of the week for sure. I did some steampunk butterflies. I have a craft blog, so I actually did some hair bows for tutorials, and I'm putting that in there. Yeah, I did some. These are different headshots for our collaborative coaching blog that we're working on. I just put some, placeholders in there. And then for the craft blog as well, I did a tutorial about making whipped cream egg, like dyeing your eggs with whipped cream. So yeah, that's pretty much and these are all my Mexican recipes. This is pretty much my life this week, is all of that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Lots of stuff. So I love that part. I love seeing what you have in your feed. That's awesome. What one piece of wisdom are you leaving our Women of AI with this week?
Don't forget to find the humor in this, because especially when you're doing spreadsheets or you're trying to get blog posts done and you want to do a blog every day for the next 30 days, that's tedious to try to get the right pictures. And don't get so discouraged that you said, okay, I'm not going to do AI, I'm going to go to Unsplash. But if you do go to Unsplash, you know what? That's okay. Because before March 1st, we were going where? To Unsplash or Petzels or
Yeah.
wherever. It's not,
Yeah, wherever.
don't beat yourself up if it's not working out. Don't forget to laugh at some of the stuff that they give you to laugh at.
Yeah, and I think like my piece of wisdom just kind of adds on to that. And don't worry about perfection. Like I know that we joke about the hands or the weird goony eyes and face, those kinds of things, but it, the point of putting images in your blog posts and on social is to evoke an emotion, right?
Mhm.
So if you're adding those, it's okay if it's not perfect. Like
Mhm.
that's totally okay. I even made a joke about the tamales I was making. I was like, Abuela would not approve of this picture. They're terrible. But if you can't get something perfect, it's okay. Just like Sharon said, find the humor in it. Don't worry about perfection, and perfect action doesn't exist. So hopefully us sharing our numbers, us sharing our experience, us failing forward, anytime that we screw something up, you are always going to see us fail forward and be super transparent about, oops, we screwed that up. But we're lapping everyone that is sitting there waiting for the perfect moment to publish.
Yes, we are. Right.
Okay, I think that's
Okay.
perfect. So we will
All
see you
right.
guys next week. Hopefully you'll go play around with some of those emojis, get on the wait list for our membership, and it will be ready soon. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
Bye.